Everyone to another Indian Trails library program. Today we are doing Tech Talk and we are talking about our favorite apps. So with me today is everyone on the digital services team at Indian Trails. My name is Sarah
My name is Tyler.
My name is Abida.
and we are going to talk about all of our favorite apps. So the first one that we're going to be going over is a couple of Indian Trails apps. And so one of them is the ITPLD app. So a couple years ago, we had an app and then we discontinued it. But then recently, we got a brand new one. And so, what I love so much about this app is that it's fairly easy to use, and you are able to get into your account. You're able to look at all of your items checked out. You're able to look at all of your holds, and then you can also do a manual self checkout. So you can self checkout any books that you want without going to the self checkout machines or the circulation department. All you would have to do is point the barcode that you see on the book or inside of the book at the screen, and then it'll check it out to you. And then you can see at the bottom here where I show an example of that, and it then shows me what the due date is. One of the things that is maybe not so great about this app is that it does get a little confusing. What you can see on this image right here is that it's exactly the same as this one. So it might get a little bit easy to get them jumbled up together. But other than that, I think it's pretty easy to use and it's very valuable. I use this all the time. And it's great because I can have it in my phone, I can have it on my tablet, and I have just access to everything that I need through the library right there.
Awesome.
Ready next.
All right, so I'll be talking about Hoopla then. So Hoopla is an e-service subscription that we pay for, and anyone with a library card has access to. So Hoopla is really good for audiobooks. A lot of people go here because there's a lot of different choices. There's plenty of different things from you to pick from. Um, there aren't necessarily brand new materials all the time, but in contrast, you never have to wait for any hold on Hoopla at all. The best part is if you see it there, you can take it at the same time, and there's never any waiting. Uh, Something else that I also enjoy about Hoopla is the fact that I actually use this fairly regularly, and it is super easy to get through. Figuring out what you want to find or differentiating between stuff is very easy. But I use this pretty much every week for my ESL student. We read together and we just follow along, and it's very nice, and a lot of people love using this app.
Yeah, so this is actually an app that I use too all of the time. And if any of you guys are slow readers, Hoopla is a really great option because, like Tyler said, you can just continue borrowing it over and over again as long as you don't exceed the 15 borrows in 1 month. Then you can continue borrowing that same book. It has a lot of really great options. If you watched The Queen's Gambit, the book is on here for that. If you watch The Bridgertons, all of the Duke and I books are on here too. So it's really fun, and it does have a lot of great books on here. So I agree with Tyler. This is a great app.
A place with a lot of hidden gems.
It does have a lot of hidden gems.
Yes.
Alrighty. Next is Canopy. So Canopy is a really cool app that we offer that truthfully I do not use enough. So Canopy is a way for you to watch TV shows and movies. And so what's on here are, kind of the hidden gems again. It is a lot of independent films, a lot of foreign films, and so what's nice is with your library card number, you'd be able to take out these books, or not these books, these movies, and it's great. They do have a lot of Oscar winners, nominees. They may not be the most recent, so that's probably one of the downfalls. Is you're not gonna find the most recent movies on here or anything very popular. And another downfall is that a lot of these movies are kind of like adult movies in a way that they are not always appropriate for children. And there is a Go to Canopy Kids section, which you can see right over here. And that'll bring to everything that is appropriate for children. So if you do have kids that are watching, then definitely use that tab because with the foreign films, sometimes it just gets a little bit risque. Um, I don't, Tyler Abado, do you guys use this app at all?
I
I
do.
don't know.
No.
I
Yeah.
was in the. I tried in the beginning when I didn't have Netflix, so I
Okay.
used to watch documentary over there, and I did find some Indian documentary as well.
That is a really great point. Yeah. So what's if you don't have a music streaming service, this really is a great option because it's free with your library card. So
Yeah,
I definitely do recommend it.
yeah,
Alrighty.
definitely.
Next is Cloud Library.
Okay, the cloud library is similar like Hoopla, but the only difference from Hoopla that we get music over there, but in cloud library, when I don't get anything on Hoopla or Libby, then I go to Cloud Library and I download several books, which is again a free app with an Indian Trace Public Library card holder. And you can get that app, go to the Indian Trace Library and find the resources and download the cloud library and log into your library card. You'll get that and browse the books either by genres or by titles by authors and download the books and books or read the books or listen to the books. You can take those books anywhere you go and you can get on iPad and also on your smartphone. And these books are, they could be not renewed, you know, and but can be borrowed again. If you return it, you can borrow it again if no one is on a hold for that. And what else should I be saying? Uh, you can place on a hold on 10 items,
Yeah,
right?
I think that is you can have up to 10 items that hold at a time.
Yeah, and you can hold and you can check out 10 items at a time as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when I don't get anything on Libby or Hoopla, then I also the cloud library is my best friend. I can download the books. I can I usually download audiobooks, and I that's why I'm more inclined towards the cloud library. Do you want to add anything here, Sarah?
Oh, I always have something to say.
Okay.
So yeah, I also use Cloud Library regularly. What I really love about Cloud Library is the waitlist is always substantially shorter than it is on Libby and Overdrive. It has a lot of audiobooks and ebooks, and it does have a lot of those hot new books that you're looking for from the New York Times bestsellers or the Goodreads Choice Awards. So that's what's really nice is it does have a lot of the brand new stuff that everyone is looking for. So a lot of the cases you do need to put a hold on it, but the wait list is not nearly as long as it is in some of the other apps, and sometimes it's even quicker than trying to get the physical book from the library as well. Okay, so then now we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be moving on to some of our personal favorite apps. So those were our library apps, and you are free at any time to ask anyone at the library about any of the apps that we offer and all of our downloadables. They're really great. I could not promote them enough, but we just picked a few that we loved the most. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about the ones that we use in our personal lives. So, one of the ones that I have been using recently is this Couch to 5K. So that's what the C225K is. It's C for couch to 5K. And so what this is it's really great for beginning runners. And so I used to run a long time ago and then I stopped like completely. And so what it starts is it's an 8-week program, and the first week you start off nice and easy where you'll run for 1 minute. then you'll walk, and then you'll run, and then you'll walk. And then each week it progresses you. So then maybe the next week you'll run for a minute and 30 seconds. And then the next week you'll run for 3 minutes. And so a lot of the times it jumped a little bit too quickly for me. And I was not ready to run for a full 5 minutes, or I was not ready to run for a full 3 minutes. Even there were some weeks where I felt really tired and I just went right back to the first day. And so what's nice is you don't need to do this in 8 weeks. I've been using this app for like since March. So, and it's now July. So you do not need to do it in the time frame that they're having you go in. And so that's what I really like about it. You're running from like 20 minutes to 35 minutes. So it feels like super manageable. And it's fun just to see you have those check marks off and meet a goal. And then at the end of the jog, it'll tell you, it'll show you where you ran around in. Clearly, I like to run in circles. So that's my thing. But I love this app. I think it's a really great way to try and get into running, if that is something you're interested in.
All right. So this one is one that maybe people have seen before, but I use it a lot more now. And so this is Pokemon Go. And for anybody who doesn't know what that is, this app came out about 5 or 6 years ago. And since then, it's still, people continue to play daily. I still play daily, and there's nothing wrong with that. So the
No,
point of Pokemon Go is to actually go out and move. So the phone uses your GPS on it, and then it tracks you as the little figurine, and then you can walk around. It's a real world map, but there are things for you to go to, Pokestops to collect Pokeballs for. The Pokemon are everywhere, and the point is to go outside and catch them and to walk around, and the only way to find them is to walk around. So it's actually an active game that people often use to keep track of how much distance they walk. You may not realize it, but it does that too. uh, so our by coincidence, actually, Pokestops are typically well-known locations, but there's other things too called gyms. And by coincidence, our library, Indian Trails, is actually one. In the game, there are three different groups you can pick from. And once you pick that group, that's your group forever. And different groups try to take control of the gym
what's
every
your
morning.
what's your gym?
Yeah. So my team is red, which is Valor. Then there's blue, which is Mystic, and then yellow, which is Instinct. And every day, whenever I come to work, I always show up a little bit early, and I make sure that the gym belongs to my team. just a, just so every so often, but anyway. But yes, so Pokemon Go is very fun. A lot of people still use it. It's very good. It's very active. And when it first came out, there wasn't that many Pokemon, but because it's been about 5 years now, there's 5 or 6 times as many as there was before. So you'll usually always find something new every time.
There's also a really similar app to this called Harry Potter Wizards Unite. It seriously runs the same exact thing. It is an app where it gets you to walk around and fight some wizards and catch some animals and stuff. So it's really cool that they have made these apps that are fun games, and but Pokemon Go is the original one.